What is up, YouTube? I am MPC Nerfer, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple desktop background, kind of like this one, in Cinema 4D. So the first thing you need to do is go to MoGraph, and then MoText, okay? And then type what you want, T-E-S-T, test, and set your depth to 100. Whoops, not 1000, 100. Alright, get a good angle on it. I kinda like that angle. And alright, so if you render this out, you're just gonna have like a black background with a weird colored gray for the text, and it's not that pretty. Oh, by the way, if your computer's slow like this, right click on the tray and go to start task manager, okay, and then go down to Cinema 4D, or go to applications, right click and hit go to process, same thing, and then right click on Cinema 4D and go down to set priority and go to high, okay, and that will make your render times a lot faster, okay. So if I wanted to render now, I'm gonna pause it because it pretty much freezes up everything in your computer except render. So like, watch how fast. I'm gonna pause this right here. For those of you who couldn't see it, it took about 5 seconds to do that. Alright, so yeah. So you're in MoText, select that, and change your font to, let it load up here. My computer's kinda slow here, in case you haven't noticed. Come on, any day now. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna just make it X-Racer. And that's what font this is. Okay. Alright, so now it's X-Racer. Right click just down here, and you'll to create a new material, and double click on this new material. Alright, and go to make sure color is selected and hit the color picker and just drag it down to black, okay? And you should see something like that. That looks alright. And then right click, or just double click again and double click. And this is going to be like a blue, right? This like bluish color. Excuse me. And so just go to color picker and choose what color. And go down to reflection. Alright. And then make sure that's checked. And bring your brightness down to 0. Okay. Go back up to color. Let me think of what to do. Go to texture, gradient, and click on your gradient. Okay. And then hit this little, I think it's called a stop, and get like a darker color version of what you picked, about right there. And then hit on the right stop, get like a lighter color. Alright, that looks okay. Go down to reflection. Sorry. Go down to reflection and go to Fresnel. It'll give it like a glossy finish. Color, and then hit copy channel. Go down to luminance and hit paste channel. Alright, and that'll add the oh, make sure that's checked too. That will do it. Alright, X out. And now we'll add colors to our text. Alright, so depending on how you want it, if you want black on the front, blue on the back, you would hit blue first for the back, and then black, and you see it turns black, right? So go down to selection and type in capital C and then 1 and hit enter, and then just angle it. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, I forgot. Okay, that's good. So now you got your textures. Go to MoText, caps, and change the drop down cap to fillet cap for both. Fillet cap, and then bring the radius of both down to 3. 3. Nah, that looks a lot better. Now just get a good angle. I'll zoom in and see it gives it like a bevel and emboss type of thing, as if I was talking in Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? Alright, my computer's being exceptionally slow today. Don't want to work, huh? Alright, well, that's cool. You don't have to work. Take your day off. It's Sunday. Anyway, so, yeah. Am I still going? I'm still going. Alright, now what you do now, go to the grid looking thing up here next to the camera and hold down, and then go drag over, still holding down, and hit floor, and then do the same thing and hit sky. So now you got a floor and sky. And for the floor, we're gonna make a new material. Alright, what I want to do, I'm gonna make it, oops, I do that every time. Make sure color selected and go up here, and now that'll give it white. Then go down to luminance, and that'll make it completely white. But I want like a reflection, so go down to reflection. Now if you want it like this, see how it like completely reflects the Z and all the letters, you can add just a tiny bit of reflection. Like I go down to, I think I'll add a bit of reflection. Do that right there. And then I like the Fresnel, so go down to texture, hit Fresnel. It gives it a nice finish, in my opinion. Alright, and then X out of that, drag that on over here where it says like a drop down arrow, put it on the floor, and then the sky will just do like a normal white. You just double click on that, color, make it white, and go to luminance, double, and just make that sure that's checked, and X out of that so it's completely white, and drag that over to the sky. Alright, we're looking fancy. You can use whatever color you want, by the way. Alright, so I'm gonna render this out. I hope I don't lose you here. Here, I'll just pause the video. Alright, and I'm back, and you see I rendered this out, and you can't really see the tops of the letters, and I'll fix that in a moment. But you see, like it gives like a reflection and reflections on the letters. That's what I like about that color. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna give it some realistic shadows. So the button I just clicked, the render view, go over and hit edit render settings. Okay, and I already did the ambient occlusion, but anyway, go to effects, ambient occlusion. I already have that up here. Alright, and I want maximum ray length at 130 and the contrast at 35. Alright, so that gives it some realistic shadows. But if I wanted some even more realistic shadows, but like a slower render time, I would go to global illumination. Okay, and don't worry about all this confusing crap, just X out. Now this will make the render time 10 times slower, but it is definitely worth it. So, but before I do that, let me just add a light. Okay, light. Where did the light go? There's the light. And alright, so that'll help the tops a lot. Let me zoom out here. Tops of the letters. Triceratops. Alright. Select light. Okay. And go down to shadow. And make it shadow map soft. And then intensity bring down to 60. Or 59. Same thing. And make your color like, whoops, not brown. Make it like that turquoise we did, or like a really light turquoise anyway. Right about there, almost white, but like a bluish white. See what I mean? Alright, and you see these little dots, that means your global illumination is working. And you can't really tell at this moment, but you will in a few seconds. Alright, so I think Oh, by the way, when you go up into render settings, make sure at output it's 1280 by 720, okay? And save is a JPEG. Alright. And I'm pretty sure that's how you render it. I don't think there's anything else. Unless you want like an animation, you would hit all frames. But I'm not going to teach you an animation right now. Okay, I'm going to pause the video again so I don't have to like waste memory. And I'll pause it, I'll render it and show you. Alright, I'm back. Y'all better thank me because I just saved you 3 minutes of your life. Yeah, it took 3 minutes. If you're gonna do an animation, I don't recommend that you use global illumination. But you see, global illumination, it got rid of like the whole reflection. So if you like the reflection, whoops, not Skype, sorry. If you like the reflection, don't do it, or you can like tone it down. I'm sure there's some way to do it. The tops are a little bit more visible. You can play around with the lighting and stuff. Maybe the material. Whoops. Okay, there. Yeah. So play around with the material. You can change this to reflect even more or something crazy like that. Just play around with it. I mean, those are basically how do you make like a clean logo like this. I mean, I'm not saying this is perfect. See, but like, see, the tops are visible and everything. It's just because I played around with the settings and the angles and stuff. Not hard at all. So what you want to do is render it out in the picture renderer, which is this thing right here, the middle, and you'll see like it's a bunch of dots, all that stuff in the beginning. So thanks for watching. This is how to make a basic logo in Cinema 4D. So just rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Or don't. Quite frankly, I don't care. Okay, bye.